So, back in Hyde Park, Jonny. It seems like only yesterday, but it was grand final time in 2013. But back here in Hyde Park, you were saying it felt a little bit weird almost. It's not a Olympic Games. It's not a grand final.
Yeah, it is weird because, like you say, the last 2 times I've been here, it was Olympics, obviously a massive event. The grand final at the end of the year, another big event. But now, obviously, being a World Series, it is a big event, but it's in the middle of the year, and it feels very, very different to be here. And part of me wants to leave the Olympics and Hyde Park behind, but the other half of me wants to experience it again. So I'm a bit torn at the moment.
Obviously, Commonwealth Games is a big target for you this year, but obviously before then you've got to get through London. So what's kind of aspirations for the race? Obviously it's sprint distance, so it does potentially play into your hands a little bit as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a good race, and this year hasn't really got started yet for me. I think it's a combination of maybe a little bit of overtraining, too much travel. Like I saw in Yokohama, I was absolutely shattered. I was running around that road feeling awful. But here in London is something completely different. I haven't travelled very far. I've rested it and I've recovered from all the travel. Training's been going well the last few days, and it's sprint distance. So hopefully I can do well.
And in London, you always have that Hyde Park effect. The British sporting public come out in force. How does that make a difference to you as an athlete?
In London, I've done well. In 2009 was my first senior race here. In 2010, I broke through, and as a senior, I came second. 2011, I came third and qualified for Olympics. 2012 obviously wasn't too bad. Last year was okay. So I've always done all right in Hyde Park, and that's partly because of the crowd and people cheering you on. It does make a big difference, and in the Olympics it made a massive difference. Having those people, the wall of noise that followed you around, and I wouldn't have wanted to be a Spanish guy in that race. It was a lot easier being British.
I mean, you talk about coming down the train today, and you mentioned about the Olympic effect. Have you seen a really kind of growth in popularity just at the training base in Leeds and in terms of triathlon as a whole?
Yeah, I've seen massive changes in triathlon in the last few years, leading into Olympics and then after Olympics. When I first started triathlon, it was one of those weird sports that no one quite understood. And now, pretty much everyone knows someone who's done a triathlon or they're doing a triathlon themselves. The growth of sport has been amazing, and the people following the sport, I get stopped in a supermarket now by random people who are asking me about Javier Gomez, about racing in Yokohama, about racing in Cape Town, and they really, really do follow it, and that's great for the sport. I love triathlon, and I love to see it grow.
Well, good luck this weekend. Enjoy the race, and hopefully see you on the podium.
Cheers, thank you.